Hello everyone, this is Dice Graphics. If you're new to my channel, click on the subscribe button and click on the notification bell to get notified anytime I release a video. So today I'm going to be reviewing IbispaintX for Android phone. So in case you don't know, the app is also a painting app. It's used for drawing. It's a drawing application. It's also accessible for iPad and tablets. So you can, I'll drop the link in the description box that you use to download the application. So I've opened a new file on IbispaintX. I'm going to be reviewing some tools and some navigations and brushes. So as you can see, these are the sites, these are some of the tools and navigations. These are the settings of IbispaintX. So we're going to be comparing it a little bit with AutodeskSketchbook. So as you can see, IbispaintX is more advanced than AutodeskSketchbook because it has a tendency of setting your pen pressure, and also has settings, so many settings that AutodeskSketchbook doesn't have. So it's to my own my own view on this app is that this app can be used by a beginner and also an advanced artist. It doesn't matter whether you're good in art or not, you can work with this particular application. So as you can see, it's very nice in sketching. You can see the lines, they are very neat and they're very straight, and you can see so many brushes, so many pen that you can use, and so many settings that you can modify. You can modify your settings, you can change you can change it to whatever things you want to do with it. So you can change the settings, the thickness, the opacity. You can change whatever thing you want to do with it. So this brush, with the first brush I used was Deep Pen, and it's almost similar to that of AutodeskSketchbook. And also I used the felt tip pen, and also used the pen feed. So it has a edge that is faded, a faded edge, a faded end at the brush, at the end of the brush and at the beginning. And also this is the airbrush. It has several airbrush that you can use. It doesn't matter, you can use a particular airbrush, but it also has its own uses, because this particular airbrush, this airbrush particles, it has some little textures that you can use in your workflow. So this Genius pen, seems like there is something similar to this on AutodeskSketchbook. So it depends on how you use it and how you modify your settings. You can use it for lashes, you can use it for so many things. Depends on your creativity and your professionality. You can use it for strokes, like strokes for eyelashes. You can use it for so many things. So let's go to the next one. We have the ink pen. It's also nice for sketching. We have the texture pen. It has a little bit of textures on it. You can use it for your rough sketch. You can use it for your rough sketch. You have so many pen that you're going to be using it for your illustration, for whatever thing you want, for your artworks. You can use them for illustrations. Most of these pen are very sharp, so I would advise you to use it for illustration. It probably a vector art or illustration to pop out your artwork. So as you can see, it's very neat and very neat and hard, and also it brings out. I like this particular pen. Is it a pen or pencil? This particular pen, you can use it for your outlining, you can use it for your rough sketch, you can reduce opacity, you can add. As you can see, I I increase the opacity and add it so as to see the flow of the. As you can see, I reduce the size, the opacity, and see how the brush. And seriously, my view on this particular brush is, man, I like this brush. It's very good and it's advisable for you to use it for your rough sketch. You can use so many of these brushes for your work. So why I like this application is that it has so many brushes, and also it has a settings that you can use to customize. You can use to modify your brushes. You can twist it to any kind of brush you want. So as you can see, this one too, this particular brush, calligraphy, is also found on Autodesk. So this particular brush too is also found on Autodesk. So it depends on how you use it and how you modify the settings of your brushes. The watercolor brushes are also found on Autodesk. They are also found on Autodesk, and it depends on how you use them. They are also found on IbispaintX. There are some watercolors, flat watercolors. You can oil brushes, you can use them for your rough works. You can use them for hair. You can use them for whatever purpose you want. So this is a round brush. It has a fitted end. This particular brush is also found on Autodesk. There are so many brushes that are found on Autodesk which are on IbispaintX, but this particular brush is very amazing. This dotted line brush, you have the round dotted, you have the square dotted, and you have the dashed line. So as you can see, these brushes, you can use them for so many purposes. They are very good and they are really amazing. Depends on your creativity. You can use them for so many of your projects. As you can see, these are so many brushes that are available for free on your IbispaintX. Although some devices you would have to pay, so it depends on how you download your IbispaintX. There are some IbispaintX that would require you to register and pay, but this particular IbispaintX is free. It's totally free. I downloaded it this way, so I'm having free brushes on it. This particular chain brush is also nice, and also this particular brush that has a faded end, they are also nice. This cube brush is also nice. You can adjust it, you can modify it to be a very nice tool for you. This round brush too, the cycle brush, you can use it as a foam, or you can use it as, what will I say, bubbles. You can use it whatsoever you want it to be. You can just play around with all these brushes and they'll go well on your artworks. As you can see, there are flowers, squares, triangles, shapes. Man, I love this app and I would recommend you to get this app. I'm an AutodeskSketchbook user since from day one, but man, since I started testing this app, I started using this app. It's really nice. It's really nice. I would recommend you to use this application. So you can see there are so many pen and pencils you can use, and also you can see the color section. They are almost same thing as the Autodesk. So that's it. So as for the layers, There are some blend modes that comes with the IbispaintX. There are some blend modes, and there are some navigations and some adjustment. You can twist it anyhow you want. There are some transform, horizontal, invert. This is the blend mode of IbispaintX. You can also screen tune your work. You can change the canvas into a certain texture. You can screen tune it apart from your blend mode, which I consider it very, very amazing. You can see there are some blend modes that are here that are not on AutodeskSketchbook. That is why I recommend this application to you, although I haven't done so much work on it, but I can recommend it because I've tested so many stuffs on it and I give it 100% for Android phones. Consider it an Android phone app for drawing. I would give it 100%. Seriously, it's really amazing. And this section you can duplicate layers, you can import photos. Sorry, you can import. Let's try importing our photo. So let's try importing our photo. There we go. So you can adjust it anyhow you want. You can adjust your photo, you can change the perspectives, you can merge, you can do whatsoever you want. Man, I love this app. It's very interesting. So we've imported our photo and we've resized it. So I'm going to be showing you something very nice and very rare for a drawing, an Android drawing app. So let me show you something. Stabilizer. You can reset your pen, the pen edge, faded end. As you can see, you change it to linear, and you can change it to whatsoever you want. You can go to your section, your canvas section, just in case you've imported a photo that doesn't suit the canvas. So what we're going to be doing is we are going to resize the canvas, which I consider it very, really amazing, very nice and awesome. I really like how they programmed this app. So in case you're doing a workflow, like you're doing a drawing and you would have to see the reference at the side before drawing, so after doing that and you would like to like resize your canvas to make it a portrait or make it a portable size for your drawing and take away the real picture from the side. So all you're going to do is trim the canvas. You can resize, you can trim, you can select a particular size you want to change. So you can just trim it at the side. Make sure you trim it to a particular size you want and you're good to go. So I consider this very, very nice and it's really amazing. So let's go to Autodesk and I'm going to be showing you some brushes we saw on IbispaintX, just in case you can't find them. So this is a fountain pen which I showed you on the IbispaintX. Is very amazing, and the airbrush, the hard airbrush, the dotted pen is not found on IbispaintX. So I consider this as a win for Autodesk, because you would, for those people doing realistic painting, you would like to add some textures to your drawing, which IbispaintX can't help with that. But if you're creative, maybe probably you may get a brush that would suit your taste and it will suit your drawing, and you would have to modify or reset or customize your brush in order to get the result you want. So these are the brushes. There are some brushes I'm clicking that aren't on this, the fine line pen, charcoal, the sparkle, the blending brush. Although IbispaintX has also has its smudge brush and also the blur, but it doesn't have a very nice blending brush compared to AutodeskSketchbook. AutodeskSketchbook also has a cropping, a select tool. It also has a very nice select tool. So we are back on our IbispaintX. I'm going to be showing you the smudge tool and also the blur tool. So I've clicked on the frame. Sorry, I'm showing you some features. So I've I've clicked on the blur tool, so I'm going to be showing you. As you can see, it's blurring your image. So just in case you finished painting and you'd like to blur some areas on your painting, so this particular app will give you the best blurring effect and also whatever you want to do with. It has also a select tool. You can use to select your drawing or your painting. It has a lasso tool and FX editor. It comes with the application. You can readjust your color balance, you can change the saturation, you can change the effect of your painting. It's pretty much like a photo editor. You can change it to grayscale, you can change it to whatsoever effects you want. So this is really amazing. I don't think there is any Android app that does this particular stuff. So after your painting, you can use this section for your editing. You can give it cool colors, you can give it warm colors, you can turn it to whatsoever you want it to be. So I think this application is very good and it's the best so far on Android phone. So apart from some issues about because when I was working on the application, I had issues on the smudging and the blending. But apart from that, when you used to drawing, it won't give you any problem. So thanks for watching this video. If you have any tutorial requests, you can drop on the comment box. See you in my next video. Bye.